Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So today's new daily is to cast 20 blue or green spells, nice and easy, and we're going to be utilizing our, where are you? Our Simic Aggro deck. I really like this deck. I think it's a lot of fun. I have a decent luck with it, mainly because of Ouroboroid. Just if you can get multiple of these out on the field, it's ridiculous how strong things can get, and especially with like Genemorph Imago turning this into a 3/3. You know, from the very beginning, it's crazy. It's crazy. I really do like this deck. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Subterranean Schooner, just because I don't know what the best things to swap out. Typically, we're going to be swapping out Llanowar Elf, or the token we can make with Pawpatch Recruit, or we have several things we can use to get this out in the field. But you kind of get why I'm not the biggest fan of artifacts that are just there until you tap something to use them, but it serves a purpose. So yeah, not much really to say about this deck. We have the combo of Genemorph Imago, turning whenever you play a land, you turn something into you turn a creature you control to having base power 3/3, power toughness 3/3, or 6/6 if you control 6 or more lands, which can be fairly easy with this deck. Apply that to Ouroboroid to make it a 3/3 or a 6/6 on top of whatever counters it has. It's ridiculous. So let's jump into some matches. I can't guarantee we're going to get a whole lot of wins today, just because the other night I was running through matches trying to get my 15 wins in a week completed, and I got like 4 wins in a row, so yeah, chances are maybe not great, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna no. Okay, this is arguably better. Yeah, this is arguably better. We'll keep this. Send. I think we're gonna send Bristly to the back, and we'll play this to start. Okay, Fatal Passage, that works. I want to start a little slow, to be honest. There's an aura. I want to start a little slow, so we're going to go with the Siren. I'm going to go with the Siren. Keep a mana open to Into the Flood Maw if they play something we don't want on the field. Scavenging Ooze. Okay. Yeah, let's send that to the back. Officially a wasted turn. Excellent. Even if they get rid of Genemorph Imago, which I would prefer them not to, but here comes... They might not. Fenrir, okay. Get some more land with that. Alright. I have to play this, which is fine, because we're going to make you a 3/3. It doesn't matter what we make a 3/3 there. Now, the only bad thing here, Ouroboroid is definitely something you want to get rid of as quickly as possible. If they have removal, they need to get rid of it. I kind of hope they don't, but... And since they haven't United Battlefront. Okay. Okay, that's not that bad. Permanent cards. Nothing? Oh, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Storm Chaser. That is unfortunate. What happened there, they cast the United Battlefront, which look at the top 7 cards of your library, put up to 2 non-creature, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. They didn't get anything, is what I'm understanding there. They got nothing that they could pull. They were probably looking for some exiling options, maybe a Perilous Cage, you know, something along those lines to be able to get rid of Ouroboroid or Genemorph. They just didn't get it. Yeah, that is unfortunate. But it's okay. What I was going to do in this upcoming turn, we were going to play we were going to do probably both Llanowar Elf and Floodpit Drowner. Floodpit Drowner just to tap that so I could swing for everything. These were going to become a 4/4, or this would be a 4/4 and then 4 because it does the, you know, puts counters based on its power, swing, and then they're done. That's what we were going to do. Yeah, I feel bad. But alright, we'll take that, won't we? With that, we did level. Did we get another pack to open? Yes, we did. We have 2 packs to open, I believe. We also got a card style for Halia, Ascendant, Cadet, and a Mastery Orb. So we'll get to those. We'll get to the pack or 2 at the end of the episode. Anyway, let's jump into another match. Tell me, any of you guys watching, have any of you ever played against someone with Mythic Orange, you know, where their name was an orange color? If you do, let me know. That'd be kind of cool. I've been playing for a few years now, and I don't think I've ever run into someone that their name shows up orange. This, okay. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but we'll see what we can do. Actually, I'm really... Okay, no, that works. Yeah, we'll just have to wait a moment for this, which might not be good since this is red aggro. Oh, jeez, why? Yeah, this is red aggro, so... Yeah, can't tap that the turn it comes out. Bolt Wave. And just try to get as much damage in as you can. Rude. And that's actually where we'll have to pass. Another Spear Guard. Oh, what the... And I can't... Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Jeez. I was like, where's my undo? Where's my undo? We're going to go with... Here we're going to go with another one. I'm actually going to go ahead and get... I need some damage. That's fine. I'm deeply surprised. Deeply surprised. Don't know why our opponent decided to give up there. I mean, I was only going to be able to block one of those things, take 1 damage, they lose a creature, but they do get a rat from that. But I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Don't really to be completely honest, don't really know what was going on in that match, but I'll take it. Early wins, wins early in the week are great. But anyway, let's do another match. Probably the last one for the episode. Hopefully we can keep up our win streak. That'd be awesome. Sure. This is one of the things I do have against the Soulstone Sanctuary in this deck. Yes, it's a creature land, but if you get it in your opening hand, you know, there's not a whole lot else you can do. We'll do this, though. Go ahead and... get 2 for the price of 1. That's always a little disturbing. Here comes the counter. Yep, that's fine. I could really use an island right about now. Yeah, but see, do I want to play? Do I want to play my Genemorph? Not really. I should have. That is... well, there's no way I could have known that. Yeah, there's no way I could have known that. Though really, I would prefer to have my Ouroboroid out in the field. What is going on here? Are they going to clear my board? Is that what's going to happen here? They would have had... no, they would have done that. I don't know. I don't know. They have the mana to do it, I think. But... okay, I'm speechless. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so they played a green land. So they were rocking white, blue, and green, maybe more. The only thing I can think of is that their other 1, 2, 3, 6 cards in hand had green in them. That is all I can think of. Wow, okay. I was not expecting I was not expecting that. But I'll take it. I'll take it. And with that, we are going to wrap up matches for this episode, but don't go anywhere. We do have 2 packs to open. We'll start off with Duskmourn and then finish with Edge of Eternities. Just a rare, but that's okay. That's okay. Nothing new in the commons and uncommons. What about you? Hedge Shredder. I remember there was talk about this card being potentially good for ramping, because whenever this vehicle attacks, you may mill 2 cards. Whenever 1 or more land cards are put into your graveyard from your library, put them onto the battlefield tapped. So the idea is like a mill ramp deck, because you only have to have this card on the field for the secondary effect, for its other line of text to activate. So that's interesting, right? That could be interesting. But it's pretty expensive at 4 mana value. Something to think about. Something to think. Maybe maybe that could be good for a chocobo mill deck. I don't know. I'm better deck builders and theory crafters than myself. We'll have to look into that. All right. Kind of hoping we did get some new stuff. We got Virus Beetle. When this creature enters, each opponent discards a card. Okay, that's not bad. It's an artifact creature, so you could maybe see that work. But, okay. And Dual Sun Technique, an instant. This target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. If it has a +1/+1 counter on it, draw a card. Okay, yeah, pretty simple, pretty simple. What about our rare? Loading Zone. Apparently I've gotten this before. Maybe when we were doing the 50-pack opening. If 1 or more counters would be put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control, twice that many of each of those kinds of counters may be put on maybe put on it instead. You can also warp this out for 1, so if you have like a lot of mana, you can warp this out for cheap and then use a lot of your other options to get a lot of counters, just to double up the counters you would have had. I could see that working. And then play it again later. I could see that working. But alright. That, my friends, is where we're going to wrap up for today. If you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.